So, it's been a while, huh? Yeah, just kinda on. Uh, I let it touch it out. Okay, so I just kinda quit YouTube without saying anything about it. Just kinda didn't have the motivation. I like making these videos, but I just didn't have the motivation for that time. So, yeah, didn't make any videos. But I'm back at it. So, I have been replying to you guys in the comments a lot, and uh, I have skated quite a few things I have not reviewed. I have skated the schemes. I can make a review out of those if y'all want. Kind of similar to SXLOGs, but just better grip. Then I skated the New Balance shoes. They're just terrible. I'm never gonna buy New Balance shoes ever again. And then I have jumped up and down board sizes. So uh, I used to ride an 8-inch. Then I tried out an 8.6-inch deck, and it was huge. It was a ballast board. I just tried it for shits and giggles, and I mean it was pretty fun to skate, but it was massive. Then I went up to an 8.8 creature board. That was huge too. I can review those too if you want. Oh, actually, I can't review the ballast board because I gave it to my friend, but I still have the creature board, so I can review that if you guys want to see that. So yeah, um, then I went down to an 8, then an 8.25. And now I have ordered two 8-inch boards. They're both zero. Chris Cole and the Vine reissue. I can show you guys them in a video. I can unbox them. I can make an unboxing video. And now I'm skating an 8.4-inch Statum, or actually it's a Finnish brand, so Statum skateboard. And I mean, this is a pretty fun shaped board. I had to relearn all my tricks on it, and that's why I'm switching back to an 8-inch because I just want to focus on learning new tricks. I can ride a fun board later, but now I just want to focus on learning new tricks. Yeah, that was the usual useless banter that I start videos with. Basically, a cheating way for me to get comfortable on camera. So, yeah, what have I been skateboarding now? Well, quattros, yeah, the white ones. Um, this is an interesting shoe. So when I first bought this, I bought this online. I got them on sale. I thought they would be close to XLOGs, but these are like really close to Etnies Jocelyn or Etnies Marana in size. These are really small. Uh, well, I mean big, medium capsule. That's the right word. So the tongue isn't that big. The laces are really fat, but they're placed terribly. I ripped my laces like a gazillion times. They're like ripped apart. The lace placement is absolutely horrendous. I mean, SS kinda has sucked with lace placement for me, so I'm not a huge fan of that. But yeah, the shoes themselves are pretty good. The impact protection is average. As I have stated numerous times, I do not jump stuff. I skate technical skateboarding, flat ground tricks, ledge tricks, sometimes ramps. I'm not good at ramps, but I like skating them. And these shoes are more for the technical skater. They're really creepy. They're like the creepiest capsule I have ever owned. Really good for that shit. But I'd say that they still lack a teeny tiny bit on the grip on the sole. The sole grip is kinda bad. I can't really tell. I skate Mob, which is the grippiest grip, not sponsored. But these kind of slip on that too, and they're terrible on concrete. Like they slip everywhere. I have fell down a couple times pushing because they just did not grip at all. But I still like skateboarding them. They're pretty fun to skate. The construction, yeah, I'm sorry about the banter. I just kind of go on rambling sometimes. The sole is two piece. So it's the gum sole here, and then they have this foam sole that goes under here. I mean, it doesn't really go under here, like maybe a little bit. And then it goes back here. Here I feel it more, and it's more rigid in the back. I like it here. Um, it has these neoprene tongue holders, so the tongue doesn't shift. But I haven't noticed that it would be a problem in any issues, but they did that too. So I have seen that it helps quite a lot. The shoe looks breathable, but it kinda isn't. Like it does have these vents, but my feet just don't get air in those. I don't really care about that, but if you actually get hot feet in the summer times, not the shoe for you, I would say. Yeah, they get kind of hot. I like the look. A lot of my friends have been saying that these look like indoor like shoe, like that you use for indoor games. Yeah, indoor football and those things. Yeah, yeah. As this is a first impressions skate review, I can't really comment on the durability yet, but I have skated these for like 3 weeks, I would say. I'll say 2.5 weeks. So it has got an ollie and heel flip wear here, the stitching here, and then this venting area has gotten ripped quite a lot too. And the toe is leather, so the shiny surface of the leather has gone away, and the more suede like film, the material, yeah, the material is starting to show. The sole isn't really gone. It's more of just gotten kickflip wear, so it has molded into my flick. Yeah. Um, the shoes aren't really flexible. Okay, I'll take my words back. They're really flexible in the middle, but the toe area is really rigid. So I had to get used to these before I got my tray flips back because they were absolutely horrendous for tray flips for the first week. And the flick was absolutely terrible too because the cup sole is really creepy. Yeah. The board feel is pretty good for a capsule shoe, especially an S shoe. I haven't skated the XL Slim, so I can't comment on that, but pretty close to Ethnies Jocelyn if you have skated those. Uh, way better than SXLOGs or S schemes. Pretty good board feel if you're used to the board feel of capsule shoes. If you like vulcanized shoes, board feel, you'll have to get used to these. These are quite different to that. The shoes are incredibly light. S has this great way of making their biggest shoes the lightest. I don't know how they do it, but these are super light. They do not weigh at all. And as is typical on S shoes, or the bigger S shoes, you don't have to lace them up. You lace them up once, and then you can just use them as slip-ons because they stay so well because of the centering straps. Yeah. One more thing in the first impressions. I just really don't have anything more to say about this, but the last thing that comes to mind in the first impressions of this shoe is that these shoes need to break in to feel comfortable. I usually skate and ached in skate shoes, But I got an 8.5 for these because I heard that they can be quite small, and they still hurt my little toe. But that was just because the leather hasn't broken in. So that was the first time I experienced leather breaking in period in a skate shoe, and I can tell it hurt. It hurt. My feet hurt a lot before these broke in. But now that these are broken in, they feel like socks, basically. They feel really good. So, based on my first impressions, should you get these shoes? Because I can't tell too much because it's the first impressions. I've only been skating this for 2 weeks, and I bet I'll get 2 months out of those easily. I would say get them if they are on sale. I wouldn't pay $90 for those shoes because with $90 you can get better shoes. Like, no, S shoes aren't bad, but I'm not a rich skater, so I usually buy shoes that seem to have a really good price to performance ratio. And these shoes basically perform as well as any other capsule. The only reason they are priced at 90 in my theory is that they are vintage shoes, like vintage skate shoes. They look like 90s shoes. So yeah, I mean, and they have the technical soul, but it doesn't really feel anything. It doesn't feel any other than any other soul. So the shoe is basically a normal medium-sized capsule. It's nothing too weird, like the scheme. Like that's a whole different world, or like the Blazers. But like these are it's just a skate shoe. It's simple, it works, it's a workhorse shoe. Really good for technical skating, can't comment on the gap ability, but if I get the chance, I will jump down something and I'll tell that on the new review. Yeah, this was a bit of a ramble video because I just decided to make it because I wanted to make a new video. I'll make a 100 kickflip video most likely. This time I'll try to actually remember make that with the new Nike SB Heritage Vulks I got when I'm starting to skate those, or maybe I'll just break them in someday by doing 100 kickflip video in 10. And if you have any questions, drop them in the comments. If I didn't answer something, drop them in the comments. I'll reply as you have seen multiple times. And yeah, thanks for tuning in. I'll try to start uploading more again and not make one video per half a year. Thank you for watching. Buy 'em on sale.